You wanna see the ninja trick?
In a world where BT deviants exist and deviants rule the world, this is Tom on BT Deviants Podcasts, brought to you by Randomness. Also provided by, wait, what? Anyways, I'm Tom, along with
Dan and Billy. Yay!
no fuck-ups. Yet.
Finally, a good friggin' intro. God damn it! You fucked it up. Good job.
At least you didn't say, "Hey, say something."
Yeah, like the freak last one we did. Say something, you fake hedgehog.
Also, this podcast is provided by Tom Echo Edition.
Buy it today at Best Buy for $9.95.
I thought it was $89.7.
Okay, that works.
$8.97.
$89.70. $89.70. $89.70.
There you go.
Yeah, let's
so
get the Dan discount. I'll give you the demon discount. So the demon discount only gets that adds to your pay.
And Dan, the only way to get the discount, you have to say demon.
All right, here's the discount. Demon. Done.
And not the Billy version, the actual version.
Dan, you're fired. Fuck you.
Dan's fired.
Well, I'm no 76, so I can rehire myself. So ha. Yeah, what if you did that? What if a priest was trying to buy a DVD and he got the Dan discount? Game on! You'd run out.
No, he starts freaking out and gets the holy water.
Be gone from the body. And then they get fired. You're fired. Oh, what? Oh, sorry. I know he's a priest.
Alright, guys. Welcome to the podcast, as we said earlier. This is Season 3 now. Although it's Season 2 of podcasting, though. We're starting Season 3 on the episodes. So, I am currently waiting on music from Artie, which was helped by Billy over the weekend. The intro, discretions came together. I'm still working on the outro. Some few other minor things, and I could start editing the first episode. So, this podcast is to cover what we're going to be missing on the 26th, which is the start of, Season 3 and the second anniversary of BDT Deviants. With that said in mind, we're missing Artie, obviously, too. Which, Unfortunately. Goddamn Artie.
Okay. We can't do that yet.
Fuck you, Artie. Goddamn loser.
Loser.
Yeah, so let's get down to what's really gonna happen with Season 3. Well, duh.
And now people aren't gonna understand this part. But yeah, that just makes for more hilarity. Yeah.
It's deviated, that's why. Go with it.
It's not custom, it's deviated.
There you go.
It's not custom, it's Dan.
It's Dan.
It's Dan.
It's not custom, it's Demon.
Demon. And then he gets fired again.
God damn it, Dan.
Dan, so you gotta stop saying that. You're never gonna get a stable job.
Meanwhile, at Wendy's, Demon fries.
I got fired and I got charged $89 tax dollars. Do you want some demon sauce? Yeah. Do you want some demon fish? Yeah, then your manager comes up behind you. We don't have any of that. You're fired. Damn it. Like, I killed the drop down. Why?
I could just imagine Dad just going out in the middle of the store crying. Drop down to his knees. What is wrong with me saying Demon in public?
You feel like that'd be hilarious. There has to be some place that'll hire me that I can say this at. Meanwhile, the Satanic Church. Oh, we'll hire you for sure. No shit. I'm like that, bro. I'm Catholic. Why are you saying demon? Because it's a joke.
Well, I'm certainly not naming this podcast Demon Days, being that's already been taken.
I know. Days.
I don't understand how we got back on the discussion that, which was exactly what we said in the first podcast.
I know. Name this episode Morgan Freeman.
Why?
Dan Freeman.
Just why?
Because Dan.
Just no.
No.
Just no. So yeah, let's talk about season 3 a little bit more. I don't want to give too much away, but since I am away in an unknown location, I already cut that out in the podcast already. I know it's going to sound weird when you guys hear it earlier on, but yeah, so I disappeared, and shit be whack, and basically Billy, Dan, and Artie are now recording without me. So the second episode, I'm not in it at all.
Nope.
Well, not technically, but
Technically not in it, but
I'll find a way. Just stay tuned for that. And then on top of that, we're doing a particular reference that involves a particular man in a particular suit, which you'll particularly understand as the season goes on. Particularly.
As you'll particularly.
Only.
It just had to go on. You'll know who and what it is.
Only. You two just shut up and let me finish what I was saying with the onlys.
Only.
By the way, that was done in the previous podcast, so that's why I said only.
Oh, only.
Fun fact.
All right. Only. All right, continue.
So yeah, well, that reference you'll see in episode 1 at some point. The episodes are 15 minutes long. We as a whole group decided to reduce the time from 20 to 15 because apparently the last 5 minutes don't fucking matter anymore, and it's just we get to the point where we're like, okay, what the fuck do we do for 5 more minutes? Because 20 minutes is just beastly too long. It strains on all of us in particular together and trying to get whatever deviated amount we can give to the public. So as a whole group, we decided to reduce the time a bit more. It helps.
Good.
The discretion is completely Kevinized. Yes, that is a word now, Kevinized. Also known as Dark Asman 92, if you're not aware, so you should go check him out. And the Channel Hub, once this podcast is completed. We don't want to say check below anymore because it's not technically there. It's in the Channel Hub, which is being designed for this channel in mind. Particularly an idea that goes way back when I was still doing Mr. B. Crapful. It's just I didn't know how to implement it properly. And then Calls Dramatic did a really good job on it, and I just went, not mimic it, but I made it my own kind of way, kind of thing. So, yeah, just stay tuned to the end for the Channel Hub. And you can check all the links there. And subscribe.
Yeah.
And Demon.
There's Billy said, subscribe or die. And then there's Dan.
And there's Dan. If you want to see more Dan content, go to Noki76.
If you want to see Dan get fired, subscribe to SRC shit. That too. which is outdated still.
So yeah, so we redid the discretion in mind with Dark Asmine too, because he is technically a deviant, a dark deviant, mind you, but a deviant. The introduction for season 3 was completely redone. It was basically we went through a overhaul on design because this is the first season where Movie Maker does not exist at all. I mean, unless we're doing anything prior, like Wait What clips, which we have to render for Movie Maker and then re-render in Vegas, fine. But overall, no more Movie Maker. It's axed.
If you have together, there's no Movie Maker at all. So
let's put it this way: the entire program got lumberjacked.
Yeah.
Lumberjacking. Lumberjack.
Lumberdanning.
Oh God.
Lumberdemon.
It just seems like anything you replace, just replace with Dan. It just sounds better.
Lumberdemon just sounds like something in Castle Crashers. Chop Dan.
Let's test this theory. Popcorn. Dan corn.
Dan Corn. Dan is essentially a corn.
Pop Dan's.
Pop Dan? Alright. Burger King. Burger Dan.
Burger Dan.
Dan King?
Dan King.
Dan is not a king.
It's official. I think we should rename this episode. Just replace anything with Dan.
So it'll be called BDT3 Dan Cast.
No, I can't do that.
Dan 3.
No, you're cubing a really cube D. Wait, is that like a hexagon right there?
No, cubed it would be 9, so there'd be 9 Dans. And, oh God.
Oh, so close to an 89.
It's Danny 9.
Danny 9. Oh God. It's official. Dan has been known to replace everything.
He's on billboards in many cities around the world. So famous, you think?
Pretty much.
No, I'm not saying you're famous. I'm saying that you're on billboard.
No, he's pretty much saying you're Dan. And
pretty much.
You're just special as being Dan.
You're on Dan. Bill wasn't good enough.
So, let's go back to the discussion. The intro... Okay, the way I went around this idea was partially due to Artie. Because when we last talked before we recorded... no, it was after we recorded episode 1. We talked about how we're going to go about the discretion intro and outro. Although we didn't go into too much detail with the discretion or the outro, but the intro we kind of talked about. And he had an idea of just having these previous scenes we done in season 1, 2 kind of fade in, fade out with like a black and white scheme. And then, have the current re-recorded intro of us that was specifically designed in mind for the intro, just to fade in afterwards. I like that idea, but it didn't fit right, so I retweaked it in a newer way that was not expected, actually. Which I'm not going to speak, because you're not going to be able to see until episode 1 comes out, so I'm just going to be descriptive about it. The prior scenes are in black and white, and they're not exactly fading in, but unless I have like a video feed at the beginning and end, there'll be a fade in transition, but for the time being, when it starts and ends, there's no fade in or fade out.
Right.
But the idea is that, you see a grayscale, you see a clip, you actually have the audio with it, which we removed the audio in season 2 for the clips because it just didn't seem right with the music, plus the music had its own lyric. So it wouldn't make sense to have audio on top of audio. In this case, we have audio, so the music won't have audio. That's how that works. So we have the Billy scene, because in order to do BDTTube properly, we had to go in order. So Billy's the first choice. And I took the first prior scene from a lost episode of Wait What, which has not been on YouTube yet. At some point, probably released this year, actually, being that time has passed enough for us to probably post it by now. There were certain reasons why it wasn't posted, but it could be posted now.
You can see it later, so, yeah.
But overall, I took the scene and I cropped out, where Billy said something interesting. Now, of course, there wasn't much in that episode to really point out between us because he was still kind of recording mostly that episode. It was more like back and forth between me and him because he was still wait-whatting until he unfortunately canceled it. So I like the part where he said, I stand here in awkward silence. I'm like, all right, so let me find a clip that would counteract that. Of course, I had to look in season 2, and, I come across a clip saying, wee, in a weird voice, which Billy can do, and I can't. Yeah. And then on top of that, then we fade in a familiar intro of Billy, which was done in Wait What, season 2. So, which was also a remake of season 1 of Dan doing that?
Yep.
Okay, that's a lot of remaking. I had to make sure I had that correct.
It was remake.
God, remakeception.
We were re-danning.
We were re-danning.
Re-danning.
Danception.
Dan mixing.
So, and then the other sections, Dan, myself, and Artie kind of follow that same situation. Dan's clips were from season 1 and season 2. Myself was from season 1 and the Lost episode. And Artie was season 2, season 1, and then I don't know why I mixed those two up, but regardless, it still fit well. And you guys will see it at some point once we have the music and the necessary images in place and we have the episode out. So, and the outro I'm still going to be working on, but I have to have a required file from Dan first before I can actually start it, so...
Yeah, well, it's still uploading, so it's probably take a little bit, but, it's only 80% right now.
That's about it for season 3 right now. I mean, we have 2 episodes completed. We're doing the podcast, so that's going to be released hopefully 4 days from now, if I get it done on time. And, yeah, so at some point we'll be pumping out these 2 episodes in February. March into April, I'll be coming back for a week. From the 25th through the 1st, I should be coming back for vacation, so we'll probably do at least 1 or 2 episodes just to compensate for a little bit of lost time, and then I go back. Then we'll probably do another podcast. Then I come back home for 4 months, and then we do our summer session of fucking randomness.
Yeah.
And then I go back in the fall, and then we'll do some sort of timely manner. Another thing to keep in mind, this season will be a little bit longer than the prior 2 seasons, as it's been discussed with the group. It'll actually go beyond 2013, surprisingly. So we'll keep that in mind. And other than that, Reception 2 is in a weird state of mind. It's like in a major hiatus right now. Yeah, let's put it that way, because there's been a lot of time conflicting issues with touching that project and even just starting it. And I don't even know if we're going to be able to start it properly, because if I go back in the fall, how the hell are we going to record if I'm away? I mean, we could tweak the story, and I could maybe use location based on where I'm at and, define it as another dream world, I guess, but it'd still be too odd and still be too tedious trying to connect with the main idea we had in mind with the project and the concepts. So it's still a struggle on how we're going to go about it. But I am planning to do in the summer is not a remake, but a retouch-up on the original, using just completely Vegas and advanced techniques that we have learned over a year and a half now. Yep. Like a year and a half ago, where we were constantly switching Movie Maker and Vegas repetitively and make it look not shitty, just really fidgety, I guess, or just unusual. Like the portal scene from Blair 1. That portal scene needs to be fucking redone, I'm sorry. I can't keep it in any longer.
Oh yeah, that portal scene from Reception.
Yep, from the first world, or the first stream. And it's not that Billy didn't do it wrong, it's just we were amateurish.
No, I did. I didn't know how to do it efficiently back then.
We were amateurish about it, so it happens. It's
learning.
It's a learning process. There we go.
It's a process.
It's a Dan.
It's a Dan. It's a me. It's a Dan-cess.
It's a Dan-cess.
Clearly.
That's kind of borderline of saying Dan plus incest. Dan-cess.
Ew. Whoa. 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 Ew. Whoa. Ew.
I'm just saying, you guys were close, and it just sounded like you meant it that way, like in the word combination.
Dan-cess. Oh, God. but anyway.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on before we get into a funny conversation about me.
Yeah, let's not go down that road. Fangirls can, but not us. Although the fangirls I don't even know exist or are fans. I don't know if they exist. They don't communicate with us.
You're just like, these are my hopes.
These are my hopes and dreams, and I don't know if they exist. In a world where everything exists.
I just realized something.
What?
Before this podcast goes up, actually, currently we have 89 videos.
Oh yeah, I forgot to make that reference. Yeah, there's 89 videos. Although I think that number's gonna fluctuate because I think I posted the discretion on there, but hidden obviously. Let me just double check. Yeah. Once that's removed and we replace it with the proper podcast, then it will be 89 videos.
Oh, yeah.
But for now, it's technically 88.
88.
Not a reference. Although it was mentioned, hey, there's another 89, then 88, then 87, and then 89.
Hey, look, 89. That's where it started.
And that's where it'll end.
And that's where it will end.
So,
the world ends with Dan.
Yeah, of course it ends with Dan. Always ends with Dan.
Because Dan.
It's the end of the Dan as we know it. And I feel Dan. Okay, not everything can be replaced with Dan.
Not everything. It's the end of the Dan as we know it. It's the Dan of the end as we Dan it. What? I have no idea what the hell that was.
The Dan of Dan, the Dan of the Dan, the Dan of Dan, the Dan, the Dan of Dan, Dan of Dan.
It made 0 sense.
So many Dans.
We need an IOU.
I'm sorry, I just realized something. Dan cannot be like Buffalo. Buffalo can be used as a complete sentence. Dan cannot be used as a complete sentence. Dan fails. Dan fucked it up.
Dan failed.
Dan job.
Dan job.
Oh, man. I'm going to go with the 25 minutes.
Alright. What else they're talking about before we end the podcast?
Let's talk about behind the scenes. You know, we never discuss behind the scenes in a podcast.
We don't. I will say, though, I did record the behind the scenes over the weekend while we recorded episode 2. So.
And obviously episode 1.
Yeah, which still has to go up, too. So.
Well, like I said, once we have all our assets together, Artie, we can probably post all this content finally.
Yeah,
God, it's all Artie's fault for once. It's not Dan's fault.
It's usually my fault.
Yeah, usually it is.
Once upon a Dan, there was
an Artie.
Once upon a Dan danned it up. You danned it up. Good job.
No, you Dan it up. Dan job. Dan.
I forgot, by the way, how to implement, like, behind the scenes in the intro. I'll probably do it with, like, a text animation or something in Vegas.
Or I'll probably do it for you, and you have to stay with it and be satisfied with it. Otherwise, you're a dick who changes it.
Okay, Tom. You're a dick.
Trust me, I know you want to do it on your own, but every time you do it on your own, it's kind of... It's not... It's It's not suckish. It's just It could use minor tweaking.
It could have been better. Like, it could have been better.
It could have been Dan.
It could have been Dan. You give me lit. You give me Danny. Anyway.
All right, I'm not doing a reference. You did it on your own, so it's fine with me.
I know. I just had to bring that up.
I mean, I know we talked about in the last podcast that I should stop doing the reference, so I'm kind of stopped doing it. Although I kind of did it in episode 1, I think, just to emphasize that Tom was leaving. Oh, no, it was in the behind the scenes. Never mind. 10 seconds remaining. Really? Really? Just dead silence? You guys suck.
5, 4.
Worst ending podcast ever.
No, Tom, no, you get me what's up. Ah! No! Hard to get him! I won't leave yet! What the f***? tried to cover it up.
Maybe he's getting sick. Maybe he's getting
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
0. Slayer on my nuts.